You know what my kid said to me this morning? Mom, why are you putting nuts in a spreadsheet? Pause. I know, but stick with me here because this is actually a pretty funny story about how I discovered something that changed everything about how we eat and how much money we're saving. Welcome back, Premium Tribe. I'm Sarah Mitchell, and today we're getting cozy with one of my favorite topics: how to feed your family real, whole foods without needing a second mortgage. And I've got someone amazing here with me today, Dr. Helena Rodriguez, not just a nutritionist, but a mom who once got caught doing calculus with carrots. Helena, please tell me you brought coffee.
Always. And I have to tell you about what happened in my grocery store yesterday.
Oh no, was it the banana incident?
Even better. Picture this. I'm standing in the cereal aisle, right? And this mom is having the exact same internal struggle I used to have. She's holding this huge box of colorful cereal in one hand, oats in the other, and her kid is doing what kids do best, asking why about everything.
The endless whys. That was literally me last year. Actually, that reminds me of the great oatmeal experiment.
The what now?
Okay. Premium members, you're going to love this one. So, last month, I decided to test something with my kids. You know how everyone says, "Oh, my kids won't eat plain oatmeal, they need the fancy packets." Well, I turned it into a cooking show in our kitchen. Picture 3 kids in oversized aprons creating what they called Breakfast MasterChef. My youngest, Emma, created what she calls cookie dough oatmeal, which is actually just oats with mashed banana and a tiny bit of cocoa. Cost per serving, about 30 cents. The fancy packets, $250 each. And get this, she thinks she's eating dessert for breakfast.
That's actually brilliant. You know what's fascinating about this from a brain chemistry perspective?
Oh no, are you going to get all sciencey on us?
Just a tiny bit. But it's cool, I promise. When kids create their own food, their brains actually release more happy chemicals. They're literally wiring themselves to enjoy healthier food. Plus, and this is the part that blew my mind, they typically eat slower and feel satisfied with less because they're proud of their creation.
Wait, so you're telling me letting my kids play with their food is actually good parenting? Where were you 3 years ago when I was stressing about proper table manners?
Probably in my kitchen, crying over my own failed Pinterest-perfect meal prep attempts.
Oh my gosh, speaking of meal prep fails, can we talk about my epic grocery store disaster? Because I think our premium members might relate to this one. Picture this. It's 6 p.m., I'm hungry, tired, and thinking I'm being all healthy and budget conscious. I spent $75 on these beautiful organic ingredients for a week's worth of breakfast, and then proceeded to watch half of it go bad because I had no idea what I was doing.
Oh no.
Oh yes. But here's where it gets good, because that massive fail led me to figure out what I call the lazy mom's whole food system. And trust me, if I can make this work while juggling 2 kids' soccer schedules and a podcast, anyone can.
Wait, before you share that, can I tell them about the banana wisdom? Because it ties in perfectly here.
There's banana wisdom. Why do I feel like this is going to change my life?
You know how everyone buys bananas thinking they'll eat them all, and then...
They turn into science experiments in your fruit bowl?
Exactly. But here's the thing. I started doing this ridiculous but genius thing. I call it my banana banking system.
Please tell me this involves actual spreadsheets so I feel better about my nut counting.
Even better. Every time bananas start getting too ripe, I peel them, break them in half, and freeze them. They become my banana bank account. Then when we need a quick breakfast smoothie, or want to make those amazing oatmeal cookies you shared last time, it's not just about saving the bananas, though I was throwing away about $15 worth every month. Here's the genius part. Those frozen bananas make smoothies creamy without needing yogurt or milk. It's like a dairy-free hack that actually saves you double.
Wait, so that's how you made that amazing smoothie last week? The one my kids have been begging me to recreate?
Exactly. And here's the real money-saving tip. 1 bunch of bananas can make about 8 smoothies. Premium members, you'll find my complete Banking on Bananas guide in the show notes. including 5 smoothie recipes that cost less than 50 cents per serving.
Okay, this is brilliant. But can we talk about my lazy mom's whole food system now? Because it kind of builds on this same idea of working smarter, not harder.
Yes. Is this the system that helped you cut your grocery bill by 40%?
The very same. So, picture this. It's Sunday afternoon, and instead of spending hours meal prepping like all those Instagram posts tell you to,
Oh, those posts. With their perfect mason jars and color-coded everything.
right? Like, who actually lives like that? So here's what I do instead. I call it my 20-minute power play. The kids actually time me now. It's become this weird family game. You grab 5 containers. That's it. One for overnight oats, one for cut veggies, one for your emergency protein, which in my house is usually hard-boiled eggs or chicken, one for fruit, and one for what I call my save my sanity snacks.
Oh, is this where those amazing date balls you brought to the studio last week came from?
The very same. And get this, they cost about 30 cents each to make, versus 3 for those fancy energy balls at the store. But here's the real secret. I do all of this while blasting our Nutraplanet Kitchen Grooves playlist. My kids literally caught me dancing with a whisk last week.
Please tell me they got that on video.
Oh, they did. And you know what? Those embarrassing mom dance moments have become our favorite part of meal prep. Emma now rates my moves on a scale of mild to wild, and Jake started adding his own sound effects to my spinning moves.
This is actually perfect from a family dynamics perspective. You're creating positive associations with healthy food prep.
Are you telling me my terrible dancing is actually good parenting? Because I will take that win. Premium members, you can find my kitchen dance party playlist in your portal. Warning, contains excessive use of 80s hits and random wooden spoon microphone moments.
I love how you've turned what could be a chore into something fun. That's actually really powerful for creating lasting habits. So much better. When you prep basics like this instead of full meals, you actually end up with more nutrient variety in your diet. It's this beautiful accident of flexibility. Plus, and this is something I see in my practice all the time, families who prep components instead of full meals end up eating more intuitively and wasting less food.
Okay, can we dive into your flavor boosting system? Because this is what really blew my mind about saving money on whole foods.
Oh, the herb banking method. Premium members, you're gonna love this one. You know those bunches of herbs that cost like $3 each and then go bad in your fridge?
Don't remind me. I used to be the queen of slimy herb drawer.
Well, here's what changed everything for me. You know those ice cube trays everyone has but nobody uses for actual ice?
Are you about to revolutionize my kitchen again?
Absolutely. So here's what you do. Take any herbs you have, basil, cilantro, parsley, whatever, chop them up, put them in the ice cube slots, and cover with either olive oil or water. Freeze them and boom. Instant flavor bombs that last for months.
And this is where the real savings come in, right? Because I've been doing this since you taught me, and I calculated that I'm saving about $20 a month just on herbs alone.
Exactly. But let's talk about your bulk spice revelation, because that's what really got me excited.
Oh my gosh! Yes. Premium members, let me share what happened when I discovered the bulk spice section. You know those little jars of spices that cost like $5.70 each? I found out I could fill the same size jar from the bulk section for about 80 cents.
And those positive emotions around food prep, they're actually scientifically proven to help build lasting healthy habits.
Speaking of healthy habits, premium members, before we wrap up today's money-saving adventure, I want to make sure you know about some amazing resources that pair perfectly with what we've talked about. First, if you haven't downloaded our Kitchen Grooves playlist yet, do yourself a favor. Trust me, nothing makes bulk food prep more fun than having a dance party in your kitchen. My kids might question my moves, but they never question showing up to help when the music starts playing.
And speaking of showing up in the kitchen with kids, aren't your little ones joining Chef Hope next week?
Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about this. Premium members, you're going to love our sister podcast, Flavor Lab. Chef Hope is doing something really special next week, cooking alongside kids in the kitchen. My two are already fighting over who gets to wear the special apron.
And while we're talking about must-have resources, Sarah, did you see the latest Nutraplanet Gazette? That deep dive into carrots and fiber was fascinating.
I did, and those recipes, game changers. Premium members, if you haven't checked out this month's Gazette yet, you're missing out. The article on fiber completely changed how I think about meal planning. Plus, there are some absolutely delicious recipes that fit perfectly with everything we talked about today.
Perfect timing, too, since we just talked about budget-friendly whole foods.
Exactly. And that's what I love about our Nutraplanet community. Everything works together. You can read about it in the Gazette, dance to it in your kitchen with our playlists, and cook along with it on Flavor Lab. Thank you all for joining us for today's premium deep dive. Remember, eating well doesn't have to break the bank, and it definitely doesn't require perfect dance moves. Until next time, this is Sarah Mitchell,
And Dr. Helena Rodriguez.
reminding you to keep thinking about your food and maybe add a little dance move or two while you're at it.